just recently completed the esthetician program at Douglas J.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And so now I really wish that I had done that a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Being self-taught is wonderful, but being self-taught also kind of keeps you from knowing some of the basics that you need to know. So I was very surprised when we did cover makeup in esthetician school that I did not know. Like I did not know some of the things they're talking about. Like what if you have a face that's this shape? How do you correct it? I'm like, I knew that in practice, but I didn't know how to explain that.
And the theory and everything.
Yeah, and
behind
then
it.
also sanitization is incredibly important. So I think that if there was anything that I could do again and do over, I would definitely get the education as an esthetician first. Also, it allowed me to expand my brand because I'm able to expand my offerings and services. So now I can do facials and waxing and all those things and not be so limited. Right. So if I had done that before, then when COVID happened, I would have had more to offer, even by the way of like the tutorials and things as far as skincare, because skincare is very important, especially when it comes to makeup. When someone comes to me for makeup and their skin is not it's not healthy or in good shape, then it makes it more difficult to do their makeup. So I have always for this whole time been like, oh, I want to talk to her about her skin, and I've always given tips. I do a lot of explaining while I'm working. But not being able to know what you're talking about, I didn't know. I just know, like, you need to exfoliate. That's not enough.
No, sometimes you need a little bit more than that.
Right. So now I'm able to explain what a person needs. I understand. I saw the transformation in my own skin from the gazillion facials that we did in school. So now I have a greater understanding of the skin that I'm working on. And I really appreciate that, and I wish that I had learned it earlier.
But you never stop learning in any field you take, so
yeah.
It's all right. You're here now.
Yes,
glad.
I'm grateful.
I can't wait to lay on that bed and get my face together.
I'm excited to do that. I can't wait.
Is there any other secret talents that you're hiding?
I love to write. That's my favorite form of communication besides talking. I love to write. So I used to write poetry. I didn't publish the book of poetry. My best friend did in high school. But ever since then, and always, I've loved to write. People bring me their documents so that I can proofread them. I don't pub that, but everybody has me do that. Like, I'm sending you this, proofread it. You know, that's what I like to do. So I really like to communicate in that way. And that is one of my hidden talents. And then I do a whole lot of other things. I love to cook. Yeah. But that's because I love to eat. So
we just talked about your girl woman dinner. I was like, I need to maybe take a cooking class.
I don't want you to think that I went and honed in on that talent, like for servicing. I really just love to eat. And then within the last few years, I've really gotten into yoga. I've gotten into being a pescatarian and like not eating a lot of meat. So I guess one of my hidden talents is learning and sharing what I've learned, because one thing about time, you're going to learn, and you should, right? So a lot of the things that I've been doing for 20 years, be it the wrong deodorant, what I was eating, how I was caring for my skin under the makeup, I don't just want to learn it. I love to share it and communicate it. So I love to use my love for writing for that.
That's amazing. Yeah, look at me. I'm learning new things about you. Is there anything that you would change about the beauty industry?
Yes.
Or even specifically in the Detroit, keep it local?
Well, yes. I think that people should remember that makeup is a form of expression and it's an art. And I think that when I'm looking online, people get really stuck on this is how it's supposed to be and we're all supposed to look like this, and that's absolutely not the case. It takes the fun out of makeup. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I think it's beautiful to see like that there are no longer big boundaries as far as like gender and everything. I love to see that. I love to see what makeup can do. I love for people to see that. But to also understand that you can also pull back and still have a gorgeous, beautiful, natural look. So I like it. I like to teach people that you can wear makeup, because a lot of people are like, oh no, don't put me a lot on. You know, people get in the chair and they say that, don't give me long lashes. So I like to offer the differences, you know what I mean, the extremes, and then also the balance, and then show them that this is for you. Like, don't say this is not for you, because you
just had to find the right makeup artist to bring it out of you.
So I love to teach people that, and I don't want anyone to think that they're supposed to look like anything other than themselves because you're beautiful before the makeup goes on.
Amen.
That's really important, and I try to like instill that. While anyone is in my chair, I'm always talking them up because you shouldn't feel like you need makeup.
Yeah.
And that's why I was so interested in makeup, is because growing up, my mom had this beautiful skin. She's a beautiful brown, dark mahogany color. And I was so jealous. I wanted to look like my mother. She was beautiful. And I had pimples, had this big birthmark. I'm like, what is this? I want to look like her. And when I turned 16, she took me to Lord & Taylor, and we got my makeup done, and she bought all the products. And that began my love for makeup because I was able to like see how it changed me, you know what I mean? And then over the years, makeup techniques have changed tremendously. So by the time I attended YouTubeversity, I had never seen contouring and carrying on like that. I was like, what? This is beautiful. So I really like that. The power of transformation is beautiful, and that's what makeup provides if that's what someone's looking for. And I was definitely unsatisfied with how I looked growing up. I don't feel that way now. I rarely ever cover the very birthmark that got me here. I don't cover it anymore, but that's what piqued my interest.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that. If you could give advice to any aspiring MUAs / entrepreneurs, what would that be?
Go and do an esthetician program.
Just do that. That's all you need to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do that, and make sure it's what you love, because it's not always easy, but it's always worth it.
Yeah. Because if you're doing what you love, the money will come no matter what.
It does, and opportunities come everywhere.
Always knocking.
Yeah. So just make sure it's really what you love, and even if you just want to know how to enhance your own look, which is a big deal. It really is, and a lot of people don't talk about it. And I don't like to gatekeep anything. I don't want anyone to have to come get makeup.
Right.
That has to feel bad. You know what I mean?
That you can't.
It's
do
nice to
yourself.
go. Yeah, it's nice to get glammed, but then to be like, but otherwise I look like this is not nice.
Right.
So I always like want people to know that you can do these little tweaks and not so expensive, and you can always look your best.
Yeah.
Once you look good, you feel good.
You like that? No more gatekeeping, y'all.
No
Open the
gatekeeping.
gates. Open the gates.
Be a teacher.
Yes. One final question I have for you is, what can we look forward to from Sweet Beat in the future?
In the future, you can look forward to more products. So the lashes were just the beginning, but I'm so in love with them. And then I keep changing them up, and it's so many things. But so I'm gonna come out with more lashes, because the originals, I learned what people liked and didn't like, so some of them got fired. And the favorites are full-timers now. So we're still working to perfect the line, but I think it will always be something that's kind of like adapting and changing constantly, because styles change constantly, people's needs change constantly. One of the things about the lashes, I wanted to come out with a glasses-friendly lash. Which is why you have your lashes on with your glasses, okay? So I wanted to come out with a lash that, what I noticed that people would sit in my chair and say, don't give me one of those long lashes, because that's the trend, long, fluffy lashes. We love them.
We do.
But sometimes you want just a little bit smaller, you know what I mean? So you
Just
can
a
wear them to
little
work.
bit.
Yeah, or maybe you're just 16, your mom is like, no. So you want a calmer lash. So my line is for everyone. There's long, fluffy lashes, but there are also lashes that are quite appropriate for the workplace and younger clients. So you can look forward to more styles that are catering to everybody. More products, and then aesthetic services, okay? So that's why I changed the name from a Sweet Beat Makeup LLC to a Sweet Beat Beauty, because soon I'll be doing facials and waxing, and we'll be getting into peels, chemical peels, I'm certified, and just all kinds of things. So we're gonna get our skin going. I also want to cater to women my age and up as far as skincare for anti-aging, and I want to cater to women younger, my age and younger, for skincare preventative. That's what I did not know.
Right.
So imagine how beautiful my skin would be if the things that I learned I had been implementing 20 years ago. Right? So, yeah.
You look good, and I look forward to everything that you're going to be offering in the future, because you know I'll be laying on that bed. Is there anything else that you want the people to know?
Well, yes, you asked me who my inspirations were, and I mentioned the Sweet Beat. B-Face Honey, Tatiana Ward. But locally, Carmen Melissa MUA, I have been watching her for so long. She was a huge inspiration for me. Her work is phenomenal. When someone books with me and I cannot do it, I refer them to her. So I wanted to shout her out. Also, there's a young lady named Summer Sando, and I found her online, and she had a line of lashes called X-Rated Minx. I ordered lashes from her. This helped me to see how the packaging should be, the mailers, her and a few other people. So I definitely want to shout them out because their work definitely inspired me a lot.
Thank you. So y'all heard it here. If you can't book with a Sweet Bee because she's booked and busy, okay, you know where you can go instead. I'm TaiSavy. Without further ado, I have to give a special thanks to my sponsors, the Fashion Station and Waypo Productions. Wouldn't be possible without you guys. Much love. TaiSavy signing off.